What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your girl AB, and this is another episode of 30, Flirty, and Thriving. And I'm sitting here with my boy Flyboi Peeples. What up, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. So tell me and tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
I'm Flyboi Peeples. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, 8 Mile.
All right. And what do you do?
I rap.
You're a rapper?
Yeah.
Do you consider yourself a rapper or an artist? Because I know some people I'm not a rapper, I'm an artist, I'm a musician.
It depends, for real. Well, I consider myself now as a artist. Before I was a rapper.
Okay. What do you think is the difference between an artist and a rapper?
Now I think I have more stuff I can do with music. So
gotcha.
That's made me become an artist.
And you write too, right?
Yeah.
So you don't just rap.
Right.
So and you're all in the studio. You're part of the whole process.
Yep.
So tell me a little bit about what got you into music to begin with. Like, what inspired you to start rapping?
Before I played sports and shit, so I used to always be freestyling and things like that. And my boy was like, man, you can actually rap. You know, you got a little, like, a lot of people fuck with you, so take it serious. And plus, I had got stabbed up, so.
You got stabbed?
Yeah, 7 times. So that kind of ended my sports career and shit.
Oh,
so then after that, I started taking the music shit serious.
Okay. So you get stabbed, you're like, all right, I can't do athletics anymore. I got to chill on that. But I got this thing, music. Start taking that more seriously. Did you have like a group of people that you hung out with that was into music, or I mean, what were the people around you doing?
It was my cousin. Them always been in the music industry, but I never fuck with them on music because I was doing other things. Like, we was doing street stuff, and I was like, I didn't want to be a rapper.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Until Shop them threw me in the studio. That's the first time I ever rapped, was with Shop.
Okay. So what, high school or?
Nah, I was in college.
Wow. Okay, so this is not something that you've been doing your whole life. It's just
Hell no.
Gotcha.
Like, something that I always had a knack for rapping. Like, I always loved music, but I never like took rap serious because I was always doing extra shit.
But you started to make a name for yourself. Mm-hmm. Like a big name, and then something happened. What happened to you?
I got into an accident. I was just coming off tour with Obi Trice. Probably like a day or two after the tour, I was driving, and my car exploded while I was driving.
Here in Detroit?
Yeah.
Damn, that's wild.
Hell yeah, that's like some shit you would never forget.
Right.
You know?
So your car explodes, you're in an accident. How long did it take you out for?
I'm really just coming back. I've been down like 2 or 3 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, shit was hard, but.
So you had all this momentum built up, everything. You came out tour, you like feeling great, I imagine, cruising, chilling, everything's good. And then everything just stops.
Yeah, that's when my life changed, did a little 360. Because by the end, I was talking to a lot of record labels and stuff like that, doing a lot of stuff. Like, I was in and out of town, New York, Atlanta, doing shit with a lot of big people, and that shit happened. So it was like, all right, after that shit happened, it took me a long time to even feel like I wanted to do music again.
Because you had to physically recover. So
yeah, I had a brain injury, my lungs was messed up, my back, neck, all that stuff was happening. So it was a lot of times I'd be sitting in a booth and couldn't remember my words I was writing. I had to write everything down and tell people like punch me in because my words used to come out real slurred. So I can talk maybe 10 words and then I start slurring.
Okay. So you had to write everything down, you had to get punched. It was a whole different process for you that recording than it was before the accident.
Way different. That shit was like a process.
How long did it take you after the accident for you to kind of start getting back into the studio?
It was a minute. Really, I'm still getting back into the studio. Like, my process used to be crazy. Like, coming.
So what year did the accident happen?
2016.
Okay, so 2016 is 2020 now. So you're still kind of in the recovery process of getting your body right. You're still recovering physically.
Yeah, physically, mentally.
For sure. So for you then, obviously right now we're in quarantine, coronavirus hell. For you, this setback, I mean, I'm already kind of figuring my way out anyway. So has it disrupted your process at all, the coronavirus?
Indeed, it did. Because, all the stuff that I had been doing up to this point was to put me back on top. Well, I'm not saying I'm still not. I'm getting back to being that dude I was. You know what I'm saying? So with all this stuff taking place, it kind of like, I'm not going to say it slowed it down. It actually made it better for me.
Okay.
Because a lot of stuff that I was dealing with, I got it together. Like, now I'm more mentally and physically stronger than I ever been.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just by me able to sit back, see things, put things in perspective that I have been doing that I needed to get in control of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So obviously you've been through some setbacks in your career. What are some of the highlights of your career thus far?
Now working with all y'all. You know?
Hey. So you have a whole team though. Tell me a little bit about your team.
I got a whole team. I got a squad, you know, and you know, Do Something Entertainment is the label or the entertainment company. Well, that's what everybody.
It's everything. It's the
everything.
studio, the entertainment company,
anything you can think of.
everything.
That's what we gonna do. You
Producers, writers,
singers,
rappers,
songwriters,
everything, managers,
everything,
the
PRs,
yes,
interviewers, you know,
everything,
everything you can think of. So with the squad, it's just like a brotherhood for real. You know what I'm saying? So these dudes, I've probably been around for a couple years or more longer. Some I've been knowing my whole life because we're family. You know what I'm saying? So basically, it's like a family that sees everything in each other, and we know we can make it. So why not push the pedal on it?
Let me ask you, what made you make the shift from like I don't really rap like that, I ain't really into, I'm not pursuing it, to now where you're like, okay, I'm really taking this seriously?
It comes a time where all the bullshit that we was doing when we was younger comes into play. Like I want to see my family with more stuff. You know what I'm saying? My friends with more stuff. It's not just the point of just me, because I understand that it's not just me, but I can use me as a vessel and as a muscle to get where I need us to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So
have you ever dabbled with other areas of the business? Like, have you ever tried to produce? Have you ever tried to do sound engineering or like?
Yeah, I sat there and did it for a minute, then I realized like this part ain't me.
That's just not you.
Yeah.
No.
Now if I sat there and did it, I probably can do it, but nah.
It's just not what you're passionate about.
Nah, my passion is words.
For sure.
You know, it's telling my story, shit I've been through, shit I done seen, what family done been through, what my friends done been through. I got something that I can relate to everybody with.
That's good. So now, okay, so you had the accident, we were going through Corona, you kind of had a little bit of setback, but for you, it's been an opportunity, really.
Yeah,
to kind of
great opportunity.
Yeah, get back on track. So what do you see coming out of this? Hopefully, you know, we're at the end of May. By the end of this month, quarantine will be lifted, at least here in Detroit, and we can start moving around a little bit. What do you see on the horizon for you, for your team? What do you plan on doing? What's next?
Basically, only thing I can picture now is being successful. You know what I'm saying? Like going back to the A, messing with my manager out there, and me signing the deal. You know, so I can bring back home a trophy for the whole team.
So what type of stuff do you have any like singles that you're working on right now? Music videos you getting ready to drop? Like anything for people to look forward to?
Yeah, I got like 3 albums done already.
That's already released?
That's already done. I'm just about to release them soon. You know, but I had an album that I just dropped probably last year. What was it called? Fortune Fly 100.
Okay.
You know, and
tell me a little bit about that.
It's a mixture of everything on there. You know, me just showing people that I'm versatile, that I can just do more than rap. You know, I'm harmonizing on there.
Okay.
You know, I usually don't do that. That's why I said now I just transform myself into an artist.
So it's a different album for you, something that shows your versatility.
Yeah, it was something different, something way different. Because usually I'm that dude, that hard dude. Everything y'all was gonna rap.
I was like, do you feel like you're a Detroit rapper? Like, do you feel like you fit that?
I don't sound like nobody. I sound like myself. Nor do I want to be just a Detroit rapper. Because I think I'm so much bigger than that.
For sure. Okay, so now that you got some albums, you're basically just sitting on, you're just ready to drop them. You're ready to move back, or when I say move, I don't mean move, but I mean make a move back down to Atlanta. Yeah. Rub some elbows there, work with some people there. What do you feel like? What do you feel like up to this point has been your most successful encounter or endeavor that you've experienced with music? Like, was it touring with Obi Trace? Was it a specific show that you did? Was it a specific album that you dropped? Like, how have you measured success up to this point?
I would say, or if I put everything together, then I'd be like, okay, I can measure it like I'm gonna be this big celebrity type guy, but only thing I want to do is measure my success by what I do for my people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And you do a lot for the city.
I do a lot. I do a lot for the community. I do food giveaways, picnics, all of that stuff, cleanups, whatever the city need or whatever my community need around me. I believe that if I can do it, I'm gonna make it happen.
So do you think regardless of how successful you become, or if you do have to move out to Atlanta or LA or something, do you think you'll always have a presence here in Detroit and back to the community?
Indeed. And actually, I think that I will actually be home every month, probably.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not just about me moving, it's just about me elevating someone and seeing different things. So if you see different things, you have more stuff to talk about.
What do you feel like has been the one thing that you've struggled with most or has held you back from reaching success? Like, do you feel it's been lack of resources? Do you feel like it's been, circumstances with accidents and
I would say
like
the
that?
accident, people around me, and probably some resources, somewhat, but probably I didn't do as much as I was supposed to do because of I always thought that I needed to bring everybody with me at first.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So with my mindset was never just to focus on me. When really, if I just had focus on me, I believe that I would have took off and then came back and got everybody else. But my mindset was like, okay, if I'm getting a Benz today, I'm making sure you get a Benz today, and you get a Benz today, and you get a Benz today,
okay,
and you get a Benz today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of me focusing on getting that Benz and building up everything around it, so when you go and get everybody else Benzes, it wouldn't hurt you in the process.
So it's just been more of, obviously, the accidents held you back, and then just the people around you. And your mindset even of feeling like, okay, you got to take everybody all at once. Instead of you establishing yourself as an artist first, and then bringing everybody else on board.
It would have been so much easier that way.
For sure. So lessons learned.
Yeah. But it took me until this to realize that. So I can't say the coronavirus or the COVID-19 has been all bad for everybody, because it actually made me mentally stronger.
I think for a lot of people, I mean, we've been forced to look at ourselves, look at our businesses, and just try to like, okay, what can I do better? What hasn't worked? I mean, all of us, it's been a roller coaster for sure, but at least you definitely got some lessons and some gems out of it.
Plus I've been working out a lot too. I lost about 30 pounds.
I feel like it's either been people been gaining weight or they've been working out and getting in shape.
Yep.
I've been both.
I had to get in shape.
1 week I'm working out, the next week I'm gaining weight. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, you gotta stick to it.
So, all right then. So, how can people find you? Or matter of fact, before we get there, let me ask you, because there's a lot of people listening who maybe are thinking about working in the music industry and don't even know where to begin. What advice would you give to somebody who maybe wants to be a producer or wants to be an artist? Or
I would tell them, like, everything is within earn reach. Like, you can, if you believe it, you can achieve it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody else tell you what you can't do in this, because it's a lot of stuff that people would say, oh, you shouldn't do this. But when I tried it, I was successful at it. You know what I'm saying? So I would never tell people don't give up on your stuff because somebody else don't like it, because it's a million, billions, trillions of people in the world, and somebody's gonna like it. And maybe the one that like your stuff is the one that you need to like your stuff.
Absolutely, that's good advice, because it's a lot of, you don't get told no a lot.
A lot
before you ever get told maybe.
No is never like, I know it's never gonna be like an answer for me. I'm gonna make sure, like, I make you say yes.
Yeah.
Like, if you fucking with my music, I'm gonna make you, before that no come out your mouth, this is the reason why you should fuck with this.
For sure. So what do you think, do you have any opinion on right now what the music industry is like as far as the record labels with the coronavirus and how uncertain times are? Like, record labels typically make money off of touring, merchandise, stuff like that. Obviously, all the shows are getting canceled. Do you think, or do you have an opinion on whether record labels are scouting new talent? Are there A&Rs?
Indeed, I actually think when it's turnaround, this is gonna be the best thing that happened to the music industry, because they're gonna be signing so many new faces, and so many people can get money, a lot of money.
For sure.
Everything is like a restart button.
Yeah.
We just press reset and restart on the whole world.
So if you're listening, don't let this discourage you.
It's a restart button. We just pushed it. So
for sure,
you gotta just be ready when it's your time.
Cool. Well, do you have anything else you'd like to add before we wrap this up?
I go by the name of Flyboi Peeples, 8 Mile USA. You feel me? And all my music, you can reach me at Flyboi, FLYBOIPEEPLES on all social platforms there is. And my website is actually flyboypeeples.com.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. Do something.